in my opinion, passing, other than submitting someone, passing the guard is probably statistically the hardest thing to do in jiu-jitsu. At a world championship level, you actually see more takedowns and sweeps than you do actual guard passes. So it's not, if you find yourself having difficulty passing the guard, it's not just you. That being said, it's not just something we can abandon. It is an integral part of jiu-jitsu. Okay? So let me borrow your Khaled. We're going to start specifically this week in the closed guard. On the back. So, my opponent has a closed guard. The first game we're going to play is establishing grips and posture. Okay? I want you to dominate the grips. That being said, dominating the grips doesn't necessarily mean like getting one-on-one here and pushing it towards my opponent's chest. I can get something as simple as like putting my hands on the heel or on the bones of his hips and sitting back. I want you to think of posture as putting yourself in a position where your opponent can't attack you. So Khaled, can you attack me from here? Yeah, it's hard for him to sit up, right? Just because my hands are on the way. Now can you attack me from here? Yeah, yes, he very much can attack me from here. Okay? So the first game we're going to play, I want you to establish the grips and maintain your posture. I don't care whether you get like 2-on-1 here or 1-on-1, or maybe you spread his arms out and you bury your head here, or you were just doing here. If you can hold a position where your opponent has to fight through that to get to attack you, consider that a win. Okay? So if I'm here and Khaled can't get to me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's a win for me, right? And then we start neutral again. Okay, ready to go. And then maybe this time I'll go something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's all I want. I just want you to establish control, establish the grip, maintain your posture for 5 seconds, and then reset. Cool? Everybody understand the parameters of the first game. Person on bottom, you're trying to pull me into an attacking position by breaking my posture. You're trying to pull my head down, you're trying to get me into Kimura, trying to get a collar choke, trying to sweep me, whatever. I say, no sweeps, keep the guard closed for me, because that's going to defeat the purpose. So no matter what you do, keep the guard closed. Any questions? Yeah, all right, let me put it this way. If you're attacking, you can open up the guard. But you can't, I don't want you doing anything weird from there. Do everything from the closed guard. So you can Kimura from the closed guard, arm bar, collar choke, scissor sweep, pendulum sweep, whatever, as long as it starts from the closed guard. Cool? Person on top, establishing a dominant grip. Person on bottom, trying to attack. Are we all clear? All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go! You guys have heard me say this a million times. If moves in jiu-jitsu, like a sweep or a Kimura or whatever, are elements on the periodic table, grips are the little subatomic particles that make up the actual elements, right? So we can break it down even further and get you in the closed guard again. So now, we're going to play the same game, except I want a specific grip from you. I want a 2-on-1 grip. That's exactly what it sounds like. 2 of your hands on one of their hands, pinning it to their stomach, generally speaking. I'm doing 2 things from this angle, right? Number 1, I'm denying him the use of that arm, obviously, right? But this is the same thing, I'm denying the use of the arm. Any reason why I'm pinning it to his stomach? So he can't get up, right? He's obviously going to attack me with that arm, right? So if I'm lazy with this, yeah, exactly, I'm just giving up an angle to my back. If I'm here, now he has to fight through, he has to free this first to get to me. All right, 2 tasks for this one. Establish a 2-on-1 grip and get to a standing position. 1, 2, okay? Look at my stance, it's staggered. I do not want my feet parallel, because God forbid I lose control of this one. He could get both my ankles and hit me with a dummy sweep. Right, Kirk? Would have had that at the tournament had you got up.
Yeah.
So again, there's a specific order to which I'm doing it. Obviously, establish your grip first, keep him pinned. If I have his right arm trapped on the left side of my body, I'm going to step my left leg up first, because he can't access it. If I step my right leg up first, he gets lucky, he starts attacking that leg, right? And just, even if you can't do anything effective, it's just super annoying, okay? So again, from here, I've established a 2-on-1 on his right arm, left side of my body. I step that foot up and watch. I don't step on my second foot, I pivot onto it. And now he can't reach it. If you can hold this position for 5 seconds, you win. And then reset. Reset back to here and then start fighting again. So 2 tasks. 2-on-1, get to a standing position. Person on bottom, you're giving them like 50% resistance, and if they step up wrong, you're trying to hook that leg. Any questions? We all clear on the tasks?
Are we starting off with the 2-on-1?
No, you're starting right here. Go, and now it's my job to get the 2-on-1. Cool? All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go! Position, let's start getting into some actual break mechanics, okay? Again, so from here, again, this is only specific to the pass that we're doing today. By no means does it have to look exactly like the way I'm showing you. Again, whenever I show a technique or we play these games, principles matter, okay? Principles matter more than the individual techniques, okay? So, from here, we establish a principle of grips and keeping my posture. I isolated his right leg, or his right arm, so I'm going to step my left leg up. And again, when I pivot up, I'm not stepping up here. I'm pivoting into my stance to keep that leg far away from. Now, eventually, Dave's not an idiot. He's eventually going to scoot his body so he can get to my leg, right? Go back. Before that happens, so I feel him scooting, I'm literally just going to play keep away here, okay? From here, I'm going to take my I'm grabbing his right arm, so I'm going to take my right arm on the inside of his knee here. Now, as I keep this leg away from him, I'm just going to push his leg down and open his guard. We're not going to get into passes this week. I literally want you to establish a headquarters position. Headquarters position, quite frankly speaking, is one of his legs trapped in between your legs and your elbows tight to your body here. Literally stop here. Okay? I want him flat on his back. A flat body's an immobile body, right? So I want him right here. I'm not quite sitting on his leg, but at the same time, he's not free to swing this leg up and around. I'm pinching it in and down, and my left elbow is closed, so he can't start high stepping over and making life difficult for me. Okay? We're literally just gonna get to here today. Okay? Again. From here, I established the 2-on-1. Right now it's on the right side of his body, so I'm going to set my left leg up and pivot into place, keep him away as I put my hand on the inside of his gi and push down. Okay? From here, stuff one of his legs in between yours and stay right here. If I can't get to his knee, there's also a version that I personally don't do just because I'm bad at it, where you stick your hand in between his legs and you pry his legs open. I always feel like I need a triangle from there. I'll show you right now. It's not going to happen from here. It's just a deep-seated fear that I have. If I'm here, right, and I can't get to his knee, like I'll go all the way back here and then break that, and then into the high step into the headquarters. I personally don't like that one. That being said, I've seen world champions use it, so it's not the technique, it's me. Any questions? So 2-on-1, step up, break the guard, and just get to the headquarters for now. Okay, occupying one leg, elbows tight to the body, don't let him get that high step over. Okay, if he starts bringing that leg over, I'm blocking it with my elbow here. If he starts trying to do something funky with legs, I'm pinning his legs in between mine. Any questions? All right, on 3, 1, 2, 3.
All right, here we got Rye on top and Dave on the bottom. Ryan trying to dominate the grips here. Kills Dave's right arm, steps up with his left. Pushes down, gets the guard open, steps over, keeping Dave nice and flat, gets the headquarters position, and gets rolled here. So, let me rewind real quick. When you get to the headquarters position, make sure that your base is nice and wide. Your weight should be offset slightly towards the unoccupied leg. Right now, Dave didn't even mean to, but he's going to hit Rye with a nice little scissor sweep here. Boom. That's all she wrote. I'm going to reset, run it back. Excuse me guys, I'm a little bit sick this week. Still trying to get these videos out. So they restart. Rye dominates the grip. Again, looks like he's going for the right hand. His left, so he's going to step up his left. Stepped up his right. Nice angle on this leg here. Good. So we saw Rye pivot up from this position, not step it forward. So even if Dave wanted to shimmy and get that leg, he'd have to spend time getting on that, off that angle here. You can try and attack this leg, but that arm is occupied, so that's not going to be a problem. Gets the guard open. Let's see if Ryan makes the adjustment. Got to stuff that leg way down into the headquarters. There we go. Boom. Gets to the headquarters. Got Nate on top trying to pass Rick's guard. Gets the 2-on-1. If he steps up in a smart way, there's one. Got to pivot onto the other. Oh, Rick already starting to fight the grips. I prefer passing in the gi, but overall I prefer no gi. That's just, I'm not saying one's better than the other. I train both, but man, I don't know, something about no gi. Maybe it's a rule set, maybe it's a pace. I just feel more comfortable with it. Nick's in the half guard right now. He might get Little wing swept here though. If he runs out of time before he can make a move. Doing a good job keeping that knee smashed. If you go walk around it or straighten out his left leg and go to the right. I think he's gonna run out of time. Oh, there we go. That's a nice pass attempt. And Rick hits the ghost escape on the other side. Oh, maybe not. Got Khaled on top and Kirk on the bottom here. Khaled doing a good job crushing that grip. Kirk's right hand to his body. So Khaled should be stepping over his left and his right. Okay, here, this leg is a little bit too close for my liking. Kirk could easily come down and attack that with his left arm. Oh, which he does. Oh, he gets swept. So again, let's look at the mistake he made. Here, boom, steps his left leg up, that's fine. Look at his right leg. He could pivot from here, but he doesn't. He steps it forward into attacking range. Boom. Here. Now that he might have done that because he lost his balance. If I were him, yeah, it's too risky. I would just go back down to one knee. Good job on Kirk for getting that sweep. I'm going to run it back. There we go. Now Khaled gets the other side. Walks over. There we go. Let me rewind that a little bit. I think I skipped too far ahead. So now Khaled's going to go to his right. Kirk's left. Got his foot stepped up already. Let's see how he advances. He's walking to his right. So Kirk managed to get a grip on the leg, but is not very effective. He's up on the knee. In order to sweep Khaled from here, he needs to get closer to his ankle. Khaled's also continuing to dominate the grip over here. And he's got his legs open and... So he's got Kirk's legs open. Looks like he's got a tight grip on the pants, and it looks like he's looking to push it down to the floor. His base is still a little bit narrow. Oh, okay, decides to go single under. Oh, okay, we got a problem here. Kirk still managed to get that dummy grip here, and the only thing keeping Khaled from getting swept is that fact that the wall was stopping him. So let's rewind and see what happened. So we're good here. Okay. So Khaled lost control of Kirk's far arm. Kirk now has two grips on Khaled's leg. They're not in the ideal position now. He needs to get both grips on the ankle. Let's see what happens. Khaled is still... Okay, this is where he passed one arm under to try and go for the single underpass here. Not a bad call, but at the same time, if I were Khaled, I would really be fighting to get this leg back. Which he doesn't. Kirk makes the adjustment, and Khaled gets swept. Run it back one more time. Khaled decides to go to the left. His left. Oh, or not. Got Dan on top, Ryan on the bottom. Dan steps up. Gets the guard open. Oh, right into headquarters. Very nice. Oh, Ryan with the sweep. I didn't see he had the grip on the other side. Try it again. Dan's trying to get the grip off his collar. Oh, there's one. I think Ryan gets it back. Dan's got a yeah, there we go. I was about to say he's got to break the grip posture up, start dominating his own grips. Got to pick a side. Okay, breaks that grip. Guard's open. I don't know if he realizes it. Honestly, if my opponent was intent on grabbing my collar from the bottom like that, I'd probably go to the big man break or the log cutter break that we went over a couple months ago. But I know I'm forcing them to specifically work this 2-on-1 standing guard pass. For now, I'm sure Dan wants to move on to something else, but I'm making them work the things that they're not good at. Might be able to get 2-on-1 here. It might run out of time though. Here we go. 2-on-1, steps up. He should pivot up onto the right leg. There we go. Into headquarters. Hey, nice little Toriano right there. Pretty good. Got Bob on top and Rick on the bottom here. I'm sorry, there's Dan. Let's rewind that back. I totally missed that. So, stands up. legs kind of parallel here, but Rick lets him get away with it. Gets the headquarters. Not bad. See them run it back. Kills the grip. Left foot steps up, pivots the right foot back. That's what I like to see. Nice big distance. Rick wouldn't be able to grab directly. He wouldn't be able to grab the leg here. You have to shift his body around, which again isn't hard to do, but it takes that much more effort, gives you that much more time to react. We do have an issue here where Rick on the bottom is controlling Dan's right arm on top here. Oh, there we go. Goes to adjust the other grip, and then so if you run into your problem, your opponent posting on your hip like that, as you push down with the same side arm, I like to step my leg over their leg as well. And we still get to the headquarters position here. Here. Oh, it's got to step his right. So, rewind a second. He stepped up with the wrong leg. So, we're occupying Rick's left arm right now on Dan's right side. He should be stepping up with his right leg first because Rick can no longer use that arm, so he can't grab that leg. Step with the other leg up first. Not the end of the world, but there is a method to the madness. Obviously, they're not going crazy hard right now. Rick pulls him into like a spider. And Dan almost went for a ride right there. So again, let's look at what went wrong. From here, okay. Dan is giving up his grips a little bit too easily. So once he starts concentrating on the legs, he's letting Rick. I can't see what's going on the other side, but you can already see Rick start to swim in for the dominant grip here. Remember, high hand wins. Boom, got his hand on top, got a grip on top. Dan is still gripping Rick's sleeve, but it's not doing much because Rick has a high hand. High hand wins. Same thing on the other side. You can't see it from here, but maybe you can see it here. High hand wins. Got Dave on top and Khaled on the bottom here. Dave doing a good job getting a 2-on-1. Good. Steps the right foot up, left foot up. It's a little bit too parallel in my opinion. I'd like to see him pivot up into position next time. Doing a good job so far. Yeah. Gets to the half guard. From here, I'd flatten him out. Oh, I think I made him go to headquarters. And then he could do whatever he wants. Drop an elbow if you want. Start again. Kills the grip. Let's see if he pivots that foot up this time. There we go. Pivots it up. Manages to guard break at the same time. Khaled goes to invert. Not a bad idea. I'd like to see Dave's arm on the other side of Khaled's body right now. Cross facing him away. Again, we want to get our opponent flat. There we go. Run it back a third time. Khaled trying to attack from the bottom. Interesting. Khaled closes his guard up again. They've done a good job dominating those grips. So Khaled has a grip on Dave's arm right here for now. From here, Dave probably isn't going to be... Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. I was about to say he's not going to be able to go to the guard pass. Or the one we did anyway. Let's look at what happened there. He did a good job. So, Khaled goes high guard, but his legs are open. Dave pushes it to the ground, gets over, and then this is the crossface that I'm talking about. Super important. Khaled is flat to the ground. Obviously, they're not going 100% now, and Dave just gets his leg right over into the mount position. There you go again. Khaled being aggressive from the bottom. Dave looking to dominate the grips. Khaled doing a good job keeping him close. I would argue Khaled's winning the grip fight right now. Dave might try and stand up without grips. Oh, I guess that's it.